listen to the old Pork Chop Express and take his advice on a dark and stormy night, all right? When some wild-eyed 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, taps the back of your favorite head up against a barroom wall, and he looks you crooked in the eye and he asks you if you've paid your dues, well, you just stare that big sucker right back in the eye and you remember what old Jack Burton always says at a time like that. Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir, the check is in the mail.
Okay, so let's look at some deep half guard kind of slash octopus situations. All right, so I'm going to focus on the inside leg, my leg that I have trapped. All right, so it doesn't matter if I'm like this or if I'm like this, okay? Your legs are different, you do what works best for you. Now, I may go after this leg like the traditional half guard sweeps, old school sweeps. So if he posts this up away from me, all right, I'm gonna make sure that I get my knee back here and I'm gonna lift him up so his weight comes onto his hands, and I'm gonna come underneath him like this, all right? So this hand's gonna come over to his thigh or his waist, deep in here. If he shifts his weight back from his hands to his butt, I'll take him back over this way, or he posts up when he shifts his weight back, I'll come all the way back out to here and to an S mount. I'm not gonna get a koala guard like this. I'm gonna get it like this because he can take my arm this way, all right? Then from here, I'm gonna drive up, shoulder into the thigh, reach for the knee or the ankle, post in, and then trap those legs, and then crawl myself up to the mount. Now, we have two different types of players. We have a player that will shift heavy like this, all right? And then we also have a player that will say, what the hell with that, I'm just gonna come over the top. When they step over the top, it's imperative that my knees that are pointing up, that the inside leg, knee rotates down, foot comes to the ceiling as I pass to this side like this. I wanna block his hip, all right? I can come up and take his back now, if I wish, all right? Or I could look much, much cooler and do this. I'm gonna take my hand, reach all the way over and get up on my knee and grab his waist. My hip is off the ground, so now I can roll back, and this puts me into calf crank or lock him down. I can come into a crotch ripper, banana split. You can actually attack foot locks from here. I can calf crank, which I showed. If he comes up to defend, I come here, grab, come in, grab the twister, all right? I could simply just kick him over, keeping my bottom leg up, and then take it back right here also, all right? So you have different options. Just because you're on the bottom, you don't always have to attack the far side leg. You can attack the inside leg.